Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work the more I have of it. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. On matters of style, swim with the current. On matters of principle, stand like a rock. I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences attending too much liberty than to those attending too small a degree of it. History, in general, only informs us what bad government is. Determine never to be idle. No person will have occasion to complain of the want of time, who never loses any. It is wonderful how much may be done, if we are always doing. Never buy what you do not want, because it is cheap, it will be dear to you. Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain always cool and unruffled under all circumstances. All should be laid open to you without reserve, for there is not a truth existing which I fear, or would wish unknown to the whole world. There is nothing more unequal than the equal treatment of unequal people. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. To compel a man to furnish funds for the propagation of ideas he disbelieves and abhors is sinful and tyrannical. Every day is lost in which we do not learn something useful. Man has no nobler or more valuable possession than time. The will of the people is the only legitimate foundation of any government, and to protect its free expression should be our first object. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. I was bold in the pursuit of knowledge, never fearing to follow truth and reason to whatever results they led. Power is not alluring to pure minds. I believe that every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. My theory has always been, that if we are to dream, the flatteries of hope are as cheap, and pleasanter, than the gloom of despair. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. I cannot live without books. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. Our greatest happiness does not depend on the condition of life in which chance has placed us, but is always the result of a good conscience, good health, occupation, and freedom in all just pursuits. Never spend your money before you have it. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. Leave all the afternoon for exercise and recreation, which are as necessary as reading. I will rather say more necessary, because health is worth more than learning. It is always better to have no ideas than false ones, to believe nothing, than to believe what is wrong. Don't talk about what you have done or what you are going to do. Only aim to do your duty, and mankind will give you credit where you fail. Determine never to be idle. No person will have occasion to complain of the want of time who never loses any. It is wonderful how much may be done if we are always doing. It is neither wealth nor splendor, but tranquility and occupation which give you happiness. Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. Walking is the best possible exercise. Habituate yourself to walk very far. I was bold in the pursuit of knowledge, never fearing to follow truth and reason to whatever results they led, and bearding every authority which stood in their way. Ignorance is preferable to error, and he is less remote from the truth who believes nothing than he who believes what is wrong. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. Like, share, subscribe for more motivation.